an update to the stove and kitchen sink water situation. So the stove is a total, and look, I'm all about repairing things, refurbishing them, servicing them. If you follow the channel, you know that. But from what I understand, and I'm not as familiar with gas and dealing with that. So if it was electric, different story. However, I've had a few people here and they were just said the stove is a loss. And unfortunately, I haven't been here, physically here, while these people were here because I was off traveling for work. So the flip side is the facilities people here said they called like 5 places and they can't get anyone here for another week or so, which is a bummer for me because I've been staying here getting the place prepared for renters without a stove. So that's going on, which is frustrating. And I just had breakfast and used the microwave and a bowl to make my eggs. I tend to eat like egg beaters or liquid eggs after I go to the gym. So that leads us to the sink, and I apologize for the sun. It's a bright sunny day, morning. So the sink, they came and looked at the sink, and I didn't get an explanation on it because they probably assumed they fix it. You can see it kind of pulsating a little bit. And on the camera, you might be like, well, what are you talking about? Now, this sink used to have pressure. It used to have good pressure. And this is okay if you're washing your hands. Like if this was like the bathrooms here have more pressure than this. So when I first came home and I turned it on, I'm like, oh, it looks good. And then when I started washing dishes and cleaning the sink and stuff, I was like, wait a minute, there's a noticeably difference. Now, I know they flushed the fire hydrant, or they shut off water to flush the pipes or something like that. And since they turned it back on, it's just this sink. Every other place, the dishwasher, which is connected, probably the same line, is totally fine. Everything comes out really clean. Now, the other thing to say is I was speaking to somebody or commiserating with somebody just recently, and they said about a year or so ago they had their water turned off because they were flushing pipes in the street or something, and they had the same exact situation, and they live in the same town, not super close here, but a few minutes away. And they said their situation was with the shower, all the other sinks, faucets, whatever, but the shower, the pressure has changed. Someone came out, looked at it, and they're like, oh, this is good. No, and they're like, there's really nothing we can do about it. Call your furnace guy. So this person called their furnace guy, and the furnace guy like monkeyed around and was just like, no, it's the town. So it's just frustrating. Like, people at least own up to it. If they just said, hey, look, I know this pressure is not ideal, it dropped off. We can't seem to figure out why that happened. It might be something clogged in the line somewhere. Just be honest. Don't gaslight. It's really obnoxious. So with renters coming, this has to be another phone call or text message, etc. Stove is going to be replaced, all good. And that's the other thing, getting back to the stove really quick. Even if I were to figure out how to repair it and it were to fail again in the middle of summer, and I feel like when this video airs, it will be the middle of summer. But as of this recording, it's springtime. So the last thing I want to do is deal with that and upset somebody's experience. So this will just be replaced. All right, well, that's the update. And I think that'll be the last video on this subject. New stove, sink is what it is at best or at worst. And at best, I get a hold of somebody to figure out what's going on. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I appreciate all you guys. And please comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you soon.